Hallo YouTube und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Week of Play zu Foolish Mortals. Wir sind hier bei der Dame.
Evelyn seemed busy and I didn't have anything else to ask her.
Er hat aber nichts mehr zu sagen. Deshalb gehen wir weiter auf Erkundungstour. Haben wir eigentlich hier noch?
Hey, Ned, do you mind if I borrow your knife?
If you need it, Mac, just bring it back to me later tonight, would you? If I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be firing up the grill. You're invited to join me, of course.
Eigentlich wollte ich den Fisch mitnehmen. Aber das Messer ist auch gut. Gut, dann gehen wir hier. Ja, nein, ich glaube, wir gehen tatsächlich jetzt. Wir gehen tatsächlich jetzt hier hin, ne? Oh. Oh.
The balcony was broken where I'd been thrown out of Abigail's bedroom.
Genau. Den Rest kennen wir schon. Okay, dann gehen wir da hinten. Da waren wir noch
Looking
nie.
out over the tranquility of the gardens, its magnolias lit by moonlight, nothing could take my attention away from the macabre sight dangling from the oak tree. A
Oh
hanged
mein Gott.
skeleton, its wedding suit little more than tattered rags clinging to bone, and its skull seemingly watching me with hollow, unblinking eyes. An eternal
Oh mein
groom
Gott.
without a bride.
Oh mein Gott.
A skeleton, clothed glinting in the moonlight, was a wedding ring it
Oh.
still held clasped in its bony fingers.
Ja, da muss ich irgendwie darauf, ne? Denke ich mal, Okay, ich habe nur den Baum, sonst nichts mehr. Ja, wie komme ich da hoch?
The skeleton hung high up in the tree, swaying with each slight breeze. Even from down on the ground, I felt disturbingly close to it.
Ja.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer any possibility of climbing it. A dying tree stood next to the balcony, its
schade.
branches devoid of leaves, its bark flaking away.
Und du, Federn?
The stark trunk of the tree.
Ah, das hatten wir, sorry. Ja, okay, dann müssen wir weiter des Weges. Oh, was haben wir hier? Was haben wir hier? Was ist hier los?
The wheel was too heavy to move. An old carriage wheel sat discarded in the grass.
Und das Seil hier?
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it.
Aber wir haben doch accidentally das Messer dabei. Beim Fischer. Cold. Oh. Pass auf. Ja, pass auf. Okay. Und jetzt? Oh, jetzt geht die Tür auf. Oh.
I reached up to the cow skull and dislocated its grisly jaw. There was nothing else I could take from the animal skull. A cow skull was mounted on the frame as a macabre decoration.
Ach du Scheiße.
I wasn't going to touch the molasses with my bare hands. With the items I was borrowing across the island, some may have said I had sticky fingers, but this would have made it a little bit too literal.
Ja, aber ich sehe es. Es klebt. Melasse ist klebrig. Melassenbrot, ne? Habe ich schon mega lang nicht mehr gegessen.
I touched the back of the photograph to the molasses.
Das ist wunderbar.
Thanks to the stickiness of the molasses, the photograph adhered nicely to the captain's license.
Ja, das ist doch... Das... Perfekt.
The doors were firmly locked from the inside.
Okay. Also, wir haben Zutaten.
I placed the jawbone into the gree-gree.
Tatsächlich haben wir nur eine Zutat. Aber... Wo kommen wir hier hin? Ach so. Ja. Ja. Ja, ja. Also, es wird Zeit hier, den Captain's Club zu betreten. Weil, ich bin ja hier stolzer Captain von meiner, Bounty Bathtub. Bathtub heißt übrigens Badewanne. Schauen wir mal, ob es klappt.
My credentials.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McCallan.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Knott?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight. I'll try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Ja. Kreide.
I picked up the cube of billiard chalk from the edge of the table.
Musik ist ein bisschen laut hier, ne?
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me. A painted globe stood at the top of the stairs. The pinprick
Oh, sorry. Habe ich dich unterbrochen, aber es ist nur eine Kugel. Ein Globus.
The cabinet was locked. An elegant glass-paneled cabinet stood against the wall, holding billiards equipment and a sparkling trophy in the shape of an 8-ball. The room was dominated by a large wooden billiard table, its hand-carved Baroque cabinet presenting a sharp contrast to the faded and ripped baize that topped it.
Top.
I considered playing a game, but the lack of balls and cues was going to be a roadblock.
Okay. Machen wir mal Licht aus.
The switch seemed to control the ceiling fans.
Ah.
The door was locked. It was a door leading out onto the balcony.
Hm.
The ceiling fans were off. The ceiling fans were off.
Tja, was hat das jetzt bewirkt?
The cabinet was locked. A painted globe stood at the top of the pinpricks across its surface implied it had either been used to plot out perilous voyages across the ocean waves or served as a replacement dartboard.
Ja, gut. Also. Gut, wir haben die Kreide
While
ja
I was
eh
trapped on
gefunden.
Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
Ja. Die Musik ist mir deutlich zu laut hier, deshalb lass uns mal runtergehen, weil wir haben Kreide.
I placed the chalk into the gree-gree. I waited for the doors of the elevator to open, but nothing happened.
If you wish to use the elevator, I'm afraid to tell you it's broken. You'll have to endure the stairs.
Fair enough. It was a fancy elevator with a curious layer of dust.
Lass mal Progress checken. Es fehlt tatsächlich nur noch Schießpulver und schwarze Feder. Crazy. Ja. Aber was haben wir im Inventar noch? Ein Messer. Wie lenken wir Kätzchen ab? Magnet. Irgendwas kombinieren hier.
That
Schnur.
wasn't going to work. I couldn't do that.
Nein. Ein Wagenheber mit Schnur.
I couldn't do that.
Ja, hätte mich auch gewundert.
That didn't work. That wasn't going to work. I couldn't do that.
Ja, nee, ne? Irgendwas Neues hier? Nein. Nö. Nee. Ja, vielleicht, warte mal, beim Juwelier vielleicht noch irgendwas. Da, ich wollte eigentlich hier. Ich wollte zum Juwelier, sorry.
Welcome back.
Hast du noch was für mich?
I had nothing else to ask him.
Nein. Kann ich dich mitnehmen?
The neck of the bottle was far too narrow for the pudgy little goldfish to swim through. I didn't need to cut that.
Doch, weil Goldfisch muss
I
rein.
didn't need to cut that.
Okay. Was ist mit dem?
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
Ah, okay. Also ich sehe es schon richtig. Ich sollte den Fisch hier besorgen. Irgendwie. Ich brauche ein Gefäß. Ich brauche irgendein Gefäß. Glaube ich zumindest.
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
Ja, du hast nichts mehr zu sagen, denke ich, ne? Was ist denn, wenn ich den hier erfülle?
Trying to fill the bottle with ink would have made too much of a mess. If I needed some ink, I could always come back to the newspaper office.
Ja, okay, ich brauche keinen Ink, ne? Schaut nicht so aus. Dann gehen wir nochmal. Da waren wir. Dann gehen wir nochmal in die Mühle. Vielleicht haben wir hier ja jetzt... was könnten wir denn hier kombinieren? Sag mal. Kann ich hier...
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
Ja... Verständlich.
I didn't need to cut that.
Verständlich. Wozu ist der Wagenheber? Was soll ich mit dem
That wasn't
Wagenheber
going to
tun?
work.
Ah? Tja. Wagenheber auf Bretter?
Nope.
Na, dumme Idee, ne?
The chicken coop was already crooked enough, and I didn't want to damage it.
Ja. Ja, das ist jetzt schwierig. Ich vermute ja, wir müssen der Katze, so makaber wie es klingt, einen Fisch vorsetzen. Also den Goldfisch. Kannst du mir denn nochmal weiterhelfen, Bro? Oder wartest du einfach, dass ich alles jetzt hier... Ah, ja, rein doch, komm.
You've returned. Have you found all the ingredients and placed
Nope.
them in the green?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Ah.
I'm going to go and find the voodoo ingredients.
Okay.
Back.
Okay. Ja, du kannst mir nicht helfen. Ich sehe es. Mhm. Geht das? Oh. Und was ist da drin?
I cut into the sack with the knife, revealing it to be full of corn.
Ja.
I took the corn from the sack.
Ja. Also ist doch Progress. Ich habe aber tatsächlich noch eine Idee hier. Ich habe jetzt selber 2 schwarze Katzen und die spielen mega gern mit Licht. Und mir ist da was aufgefallen. Wir haben doch den poliert. Oder polieren lassen vom Juwelierhändler. Und Katzen lieben doch reflektierendes Licht, oder?
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching
Ja,
the light
genau.
and reflecting a red beam on the wall.
Oh. Das Objekt der
I took a
Begierde.
handful of the spilled gunpowder.
Damit haben wir die vorletzte
Placed the
Zutat
gunpowder into the gree-gree.
und müssen nun eigentlich nur noch eine Feder finden. Und da habe ich auch eine Idee. Da gab es doch bei der Mühle, gab es doch hier. Und da wir jetzt ja Maiskörner haben und ich denke, die werden schmecken, ne? Schön hier Hühnchen anlocke.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
Aha. Ja. Also gut, gönn dir. Ich brauche nur eine Feder von dir.
I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different.
Ja, ich glaube, so einfach wird's nicht, ne? Ja, dann haben wir hier. Schlagen will ich das Tier nicht. Heben will ich es nicht. Nein, 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 nein. Nein. Ja. Und dann fliegt es hoch und... Ja gut, das kann... Probieren wir es.
If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of air could do it.
Das stimmt sogar. Okay. Wie? Ah. Okay, 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 okay. Dann haben wir alles, ne? Die Sorge.
The manuscript required black feathers, not white.
Okay. Ich glaube, ich weiß sogar, wie die schwarz werden. Das... Da hat das Fass doch noch sein...
I'm keeping
Nein.
my eyes open.
Da hat das Fass doch seine Funktion gefunden. Ich dachte schon, da hat gar keine Funktion in dem Spiel, aber doch. Hat es.
Delicately, I dipped the feathers into the canister
Yep.
of ink. When they emerged, they were dyed jet black.
Okay. Ja, passiert jetzt was, wenn ich die letzte Zutat da rein tue? Ich glaube, dann brauchen wir hier also müssen wir die richtige Umgebung hier schaffen, weil wenn da, wo ist die Spirit Queen hier? Wenn,
I thought I'd find you out here, McAllen.
How did you get out here before me?
Never mind that. This will be the last time, McAllen. I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you, marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
My boss again?
Got it in one.
ja, ich muss Progress. Ja, ja.
Back immediately. Received word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've come down to your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When you get back here, sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. It was more to the Belmore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work, a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Tell him I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and opened the first chapter in my own adventure. But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary, I wouldn't have a place to live. And it suddenly became more important than ever that I find that treasure. For me this time.
Oh, das ist mutig.
Murphy, have you done what was asked of you?
I have the ingredients, I just need to place them in the Gree-Gree.
Hurry!
Ja, genau. Ich wollte die richtige Umgebung hier schaffen, jetzt ganz ruhig. Nur nicht sehr aufregend. Und das sind wir jetzt hier. Also von dem
Place
her.
the feathers into the Gree-Gree. I've done it. All 7 ingredients in the Gree-Gree.
So sieht's aus.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out
War das
of the
gut, schlecht?
darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
Och Gott. Nicht schon du schon wieder.
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus!
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
Murphy, do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use?
Ja. Glaube schon.
Yes, Murphy, that.
Okay, gut.
Place it inside the gree as the final ingredient.
Alles klar.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gree.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the gree, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the gree from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
Ja. Oh shit. Oh shit.
At last, I am free.
Oh, ich wusste, es ist nicht gut.
What's happening?
Ah, ich wusste es.
I was never your servant.
I am
Du
your
fool.
master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
Foolish mortal. You have served your purpose.
Das ist der Seefahrer, oder?
Do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter? Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
I wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast. Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought I could see formless faces gazing back at me. I filled the bottle with water from the spirit pool.
Okay. Oh no. Ach du Scheiße, und jetzt? Ende. Nein. Das Gegenmittel. Boah, geil.
As I opened my eyes, I realized I had no idea where I was. Hello? Hello? This wasn't good. I checked my hands and still seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
Welcome back to Belmore Manor, Murphy McCallum. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallum, this one is for you.
Ja, Hochzeitsband, ne?
All right, all you Belmore Manor ghosts and ghouls, let's take it to a place where voodoo rules.
Kann nichts tun.
Foolish mortal, do you know what you've done? A house of spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions, and now no preventions to all that evil scheme.
Geil.
You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun.
Mega.
We'll ask you questions 3. Draw on clues to solve the mystery. The lover, the poor, the devil, oh God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer, bride, the sailor, or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? The broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover?
I think the sailor was the lover.
Someone in love and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? Sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the pawn?
Geiles Rätsel.
I think the bride was the pawn.
Scheiße.
Right in love, but in some evil curse. Immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest and her mind's not possessed. Of things that will only get worse. Wicked spirits in evil revel. Tell us now who is the devil?
Ich bin nicht sicher, ob es stimmt.
I think the officer was the devil.
A phantom figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. But maybe it's set back, but he's gonna get back. And we're worried that cause now let's go. Happy you listened and now you've done it. You took a gamble and you have won it. A bride
Really?
in a sail and a sailor's farewell. And an officer pulling the strings. A house that's filled with voodoo. And yes, we know like you do. To fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we asked you questions 3. You drew clues and solved the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded in doubt. The lover, the pawn, the devil are gone. Murphy, you figured it out. And yes, you must. The fool is false. Find treasures trapped in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, cause there's a goal to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You'll have to die too. Have to die too.
Okay.
I was back in Belmore Manor, and although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
Können wir über diese Szene sprechen, die Musik, das Rätsel? Also ich habe es offensichtlich, ich glaube, ich habe es richtig gelöst. Hä? Konnte man es auch falsch lösen? Was wäre passiert, wenn es falsch ist? Schreibt mal in die Kommis. Aber Aula, war das gut. Es war ein bisschen laut. Ich habe die Musik mega runtergedreht. Was wäre passiert, wenn ich die nicht runtergedreht habe? Was war schon überlaut? Ich entschuldige mich dafür, aber das Game macht hier einfach... aber es ist geil. Es ist richtig geil.
Who wanders to this ghostly trick? The prey that prays it will be quick. Do not blame that final try, for once he's in, he's sure to die.
Another ghost? Oh, this can't be good.
Welcome back to Belmore Manor, Mr. McCallan. My name is Cordelia Lockett. I do hope I haven't scared you.
To be honest, I've had my fill of ghosts for today. Perhaps I should be running along.
I'm afraid you'll need to come with me. There is someone you need to meet.
Who?
Miss Belmore.
You know, I don't think that would be such a great idea. We met twice already this evening, and I don't think she's taken much of a liking to me. What with throwing me off a balcony and pulling me into a spirit pool. Attempt to kill me once? Shame on you. Attempt to kill me twice? Shame on me, you know? I'll just go. It'll be like I was never here.
Glaube nicht, Bro.
It's too late for that, Mr. McCallan. I really must insist.
What have I gotten myself into?
Miss Belmore, Mr. McCallan is here to see you.
Ja.
See anyone?
Ja. Oh.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Belmore. I wasn't trying to steal from you. I didn't know anybody was still here. And then I've gotten deeper into things than I expected, and Miss Belmore? Why isn't she saying anything? Why is she crying?
This is all terribly exciting, isn't it? I'm afraid there's much more to this than you realize, Mr. McCallan.
Can she even hear me?
I don't think so, but keep trying to talk to her anyway.
What happened to her?
I can tell you all that I know, if you're brave enough to hear it.
I hope I am.
Hey, das Game ist mega.
I was there on that night, all those years ago. And it wasn't Miss Belmore who was to blame. The morning of the wedding, Mr. Rackham left a gift on Miss Belmore's dresser.
Oh.
A small leather pouch with strange beads and strange markings. I shouldn't have been looking, but I saw her open it. It was black magic. Everyone had heard the rumours about Mr. Rackham, but I saw it with my own eyes. Miss Belmore panicked. She threw the pouch into her music box, slammed down the lid to lock it, and threw the brooch into the fireplace. But it was too late. She was losing herself. I could see it in her eyes. Minutes later, she asked me to bring her fiancé to her room. It's bad luck to see the groom before the ceremony. She told him she didn't love him, but I don't think it was her speaking. He begged, he pleaded, his heart broke in two. He was devastated. I saw him head up the staircase to the balcony overlooking the garden. But oh dear, I didn't know what he was going to do.
Ja, ich hatte eine Vermutung.
That evening, her wedding to that evil Mr. Rackham began, but it didn't go the way he had planned. Just before Miss Belmore's lips formed the words, "I do," I could see the forces battling inside her. The real love within her resisting the forged compulsion of Mr.
Liebesstärke.
Rackham's curse, staring into eyes that were not those of her true love. And that battle of good and evil exploded. Just like that, everyone in the house was gone. Trapping us as ghosts to remain here forever.
Verstehe. Das war's.
For more than 30 years she's been like this, her mind trapped in an eternal battle between the true love in her heart and the evil magic trying to control her. More than 30 years of never-ending heartbreak. And while Miss Belmore is trapped in torment, do you realize what you've done? You've summoned all the ghosts in the house, including Mr. Rackham, that
nicht gut.
manipulator, that occultist, that devil, the cause of Miss Belmore's suffering. He's once again free to pursue his evil deeds because
okay.
you released him.
Ich verstehe, das war der Typ da bei Papa Shango, ne? Diese grüne Manifestation da.
If Abigail is under a spell, how is she able to attempt to kill me twice?
Well, it's never happened before. Maybe she's losing the fight against Mr. Rackham's curse, and the evil inside her is growing more powerful. Oh dear, it's almost too terrible to think about, isn't it?
Ja.
Why is Rackham doing all this? What does he want?
He's after the same thing you are, the Belmore treasure. But he's willing to do a lot more to get it. And he doesn't care who gets hurt in the process. I'd say he's a lot more committed than you are.
Ja.
I have to do something. How can we stop him?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know. But Miss Belmore might. She managed to break out of the spell once, just at the moment of the explosion, when Mr. Rackham tried to carry out the wedding. Perhaps if you take her back to that moment, she might be able to break out of it again. To do that, you'll need to create a love antidote to Mr. Rackham's curse.
How can I create a love antidote?
Look in the mirror. In this reflection, she's as happy as she was on the morning of her wedding. And look, there in front of her, 4 wedding mementos and the echoed music of the wedding march, each one a touchstone of that final happy time. If you could gather those 5 things, perhaps we might bring her back to the moment she escaped the spell, even if just for a moment. There's something else you should know. Mrs. Craddock, the housekeeper, has announced that all wedding preparations are to resume upon the orders of Mr. Rackham. He plans to repeat the wedding tonight.
Oh nein.
Don't have long.
But what if I break her out of the spell and she is evil now?
I think you'll just have to take that risk.
Maybe I should go. Try to find someone who knows more about this.
Oh, don't you know? You're just as trapped within this house as any of us ghosts. Try the windows, try the doors. We all have 1,000 times. But it's no use. If you want to escape, she's your only hope.
That can't be true. I haven't died. I can't be trapped here forever like you.
In moonlight's glow, a spectral cell, and whispers of an eerie spell. No one hears his silent shout, for once he's in, he can't get out.
Ja.
No amount of force or technique or desperate longing would open the door. Cordelia was right. I was trapped. And as I looked around at the house that held me, I felt both dead and alive at the same time. Both awake and in a dream, or a nightmare.
Okay.
The only way I could possibly free myself was to gather the 5 items to awaken the Ghost Bride, perhaps giving her a third and final opportunity to kill me.
Ja, ich denke, wir gehen mal.
Hold it right there. The dance is about to begin. I shall deal with you afterwards.
Ach du Scheiße, was muss ich hier tun?
The skill, the movement, the passion. It certainly gets the blood pumping. Now then, do you have an invitation?
An invitation?
To the waltz. This celebration is only for wedding guests. We have all manner of help running around the house who certainly aren't invited to the festivities. Imagine the smell. If you want to come in, you'll need to retrieve it. Rules are rules, and it's my job to enforce them. I am Mrs. Elaine Craddock, housekeeper of Belmore Manor. Who are you, anyway?
Murphy McCallan, I'm just a visitor.
Evidently.
The dancers were too far away to talk to. 4 pairs of dancers had taken their places on the dance floor. The wedding cake was tempting, but I wasn't getting past the housekeeper without her approval. The centerpiece of the dance floor was an elaborate wedding cake, sitting on a wheeled cart and towering over the dancers around it. The dancers were too far away to...
Stop right there, young...
Oh. Also ich kann da nicht vorbei, ne? Ja, dann ist hier wahrscheinlich zu früh. Geh mal an nächster Tür.
You, boy! Are you one of the staff? Is the wedding ready to begin?
Ready to begin? Goodness gracious, but I haven't found my Bible!
Sorry, I'm just a guest too. I don't think the wedding's happening until later tonight. Or not at all, if everything went to plan.
Just enough time for another drink, then.
Hast du das Grammophon?
The empty glass was best left where it was. It was a lone glass sitting on the coffee table. It certainly hadn't been holding coffee.
Habe ich irgendwas? Ah ja, ich habe schon Zeugs dabei. Okay.
The trophy room was warmed by the fireplace, within which hung a small brass pot. I'd previously seen small pots hung in fireplaces like this contained water in order to humidify the room, especially when tobacco was being smoked. In this case, however, the pot was empty.
Okay. Wenn wir das ändern? Was ist das?
I picked up the vase. From the delicate porcelain and hand-painted ornamentation, it looked like it must have been worth a fortune. Ming Dynasty, perhaps?
Foskett, why is that young man picking up that chamber pot?
I have absolutely no idea.
Or perhaps not.
Ja gut. Was ist denn, wenn
I
wir...
needed to think of something else.
Okay. Ist da was drin,
It was
Bro?
an old chamber pot, hopefully thoroughly cleaned.
Okay, nichts drin.
After my escapades with the fish and its hidden horseshoe, I had had quite enough of taxidermied animals.
Yep.
4 animal heads protruded from the wall like those painted boards you'd push your head through for a photograph at the seaside.
Lass mich
After my
raten.
escapades with the...
Ja, immer derselbe Dialog. Wir haben... Okay, ein paar Durchgänge. Das nützt mir nix. Nehmen wir mal den. Hier ist aber dunkel, du.
Stepping through the doorway, I found myself in an ethereal black void that stretched in every direction. Draped in green fog, all I could see were staircases floating in all directions, and in the center, an eternally ticking clock.
Oh. 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 Wo bin ich? Ah. Ja, ich kann mir nicht vorstellen. Ja.
Is that little whippersnapper playing on the staircases again?
No, it's not him this time. But how that wayward whelp's mother allows him to run riot through that cursed room baffles me. When it comes to Sebastian Pock, I think King Herod might have had a point.
Was hier?
That is an insult to my honor. I didn't know you had any honor left to insult.
Boys, boys, you don't want to be fighting over little old me.
Tallulah, this man is nothing but a scoundrel. Then you, brother, are a no-good fraud.
Ja, gut.
It was a devilish carving of a satyr, half man, half goat, holding a shield. It was one of a pair of carvings positioned on either side of the room.
Aha.
I wondered if the shelves held any books on battling ghostly curses, but that seemed a little too niche. The bookshelves were filled with tomes on every subject I could imagine, astronomy to music, numerology to zoology, each with faded spines and dusty covers. Now wasn't the time to rearrange the furniture.
Okay.
It was a small mahogany table.
Okay.
I thought I should introduce myself first. It was a yellow parasol resting against the chaise longue.
Okay. Und hier?
It was a seductive carving of a lamia, half woman, half snake, holding a shield.
Aha. Ah, das ist
I didn't need to search for a book right now. I already felt like I was in one. It was a wooden cabinet covered in small drawers used to find specific books throughout the vast library.
Was ist das?
I wondered if the shelves held any books on battling ghostly curses.
Ah, selbe
The
Dialog, ne?
bookshelves are filled with tomes on every subject I could imagine. Astronomy to music, numerology to zoology, each with faded spines and dusty covers.
Okay, dann.
Good evening, miss.
Oh, another fine young gentleman.
My name's Murphy McAllen. Pleased to meet you all.
Back off, Peanut. Yeah, keep walking. We were talking to the lady first.
Now,
Okay.
boys, we must be welcoming to our new friend. My name is Tallulah LaRue. I expect you've heard of me. My daddy owns the LaRue Oil Exchange. We're the richest family this side of the Mississippi.
But don't be getting any ideas. Tallulah, don't you think this gentleman is a little beneath you? He looks so poor, he probably waves a popsicle around and calls it air conditioning.
Let's not be rude to him just because he's less fortunate. You boys be welcoming and introduce yourselves.
If we must. I am Humphrey Tallulah.
Humphrey.
And I am Orville Tallulah of the Tallulah Textiles Company.
I think you made the pants I'm wearing. What's that in your hand, Miss LaRue?
This is my invitation to the wedding. It allows me to bring one guest with me, but I seem to have made a teensy tiny mistake. I've invited both boys all the way out here to Devil's Rock when I can only take one of them into the wedding. Now, both of these fine fellows are here and want to attend with me, and I just don't know who I should pick.
You mean you two don't have an invitation?
We may not know the Belmores, but we do know this southern magnolia before us. We were brought to Devil's Rock by passion.
I was brought to Devil's Rock by taxi. If you're not using the invitation, perhaps I could take it off your hands?
I don't think so, knucklehead. Miss LaRue is going to need that invitation for when I accompany her. Over my dead body? Have you seen yourself? You're already dead.
These two gentlemen seem pretty heated.
I just hope it doesn't come to blows. I'd be happy to marry either of these gentlemen one day, if only I could choose between them.
If you did end up marrying one of them, would that make your name Tallulah Tallulah?
That's right, and my middle name is Beulah. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Are you going to decide who to take to the waltz, Miss LaRue?
I just don't know if I could decide. I think I'll have to leave it to the boys to decide for me.
Choose me, Tallulah. I'm the one who inherited our family's
Ich denke, du solltest mit mir gehen.
good looks. Your reflection hides when you walk past a mirror. I have the southern elegance she desires. Elegance? You have all the elegance of a drunken pelican. I believe the lady would be better suited for a man of my sophistication. Sophistication? You have all the sophistication of a rodeo clown. It's my bravery that she needs. Bravery? You'd run away from a June bug. If you think yourself so brave, then we must put it to the test.
Also ich sehe jetzt schon, wie das ausgeht hier.
Not if I challenge you first.
Gee, I wouldn't want a duel to take place because
Doch,
of
doch,
little
doch.
old me.
Weil
But if that's how things have to be, let's
da lacht der
get the
Dritte.
guns on
Das
the
bin da nicht.
table, boys.
McCallum, you shall be the adjudicator.
Okay.
Shall?
I'm glad you've agreed.
What exactly does that entail?
In order for the duel to be fair, an independent third party must load the pistols and declare the victor.
Okay.
But I've never loaded a pistol before.
Don't worry, McCallum. A donkey with a lobotomy could do it. You have at least half a chance.
Pulver, Kugel, Ladestock, Zielen, Feuer. Pulver.
One at a time, I poured the powder into the muzzle of the pistols.
No, McAllen, you haven't put in the shot.
I then dropped the shot into each muzzle.
Not that, McAllen. You need to finish with the ramrod.
Ach so.
Finally, I patted the contents down with the ramrod.
Der macht gerade beide.
No pussyfooting around here, boys. I want to see some
Echt
action.
jetzt? Killen die sich und ich hab die holde Maid?
You're not the man
Bist du
for me.
Ulrike?
Fire! Well,
Both. Ja.
I've been hit.
Ja.
Me too.
In any other situation, this would have been a tragedy, but it quickly became clear that a duel to the death wouldn't be conclusive when the duelists were both already dead.
neither of you missed?
Jo.
Sorry, boys, but I think that's a draw. What a terrible waste of everybody's time.
That makes me the winner. Ne? Oder? Das heißt, bin ich
Good
jetzt
evening,
hier...
Miss LaRue.
Why, hello again, Murphy.
Were you friends with Abigail Belmore?
Friends may be a bit of an exaggeration, but I'd seen her around at the debutante balls before she got engaged to that sailor. I mean, really, what was she thinking?
You don't think they should have gotten engaged?
What's the point? Mr. Rackham was an improvement. I do love the powerful.
Okay. Ja, ich glaube, ich lasse das mal sein.
Ta-ta for now.
Ich muss irgendwas manipulieren, offensichtlich. Freunde, es war mega geil. Dieser Part war super. Es wird hoffentlich noch geiler. Also es ist mega. Das Spiel ist, warum ist das so? Also warum ist ein Indie-Studio dahinter? Das ist ja mega cool. Lasst aber ein Like da und dann sehen wir uns bei der nächsten Folge wieder. Tschö.